The Niagara Grape and Wine Festival is a community celebration. It's a celebration of harvest, all that surrounds us. How do we bring community into what we do? The harvesting of the grapes, turning it into juice and wine. And for 68 years, the community has come together over 2 weekends to really celebrate the industry, but also it's become a part of who we are. From the farming community to the hospitality community to the wineries that have become ubiquitous with Niagara. The winemakers are the ones that really put us on the international map, but it starts in the vineyards. And so when you come to the Grape and Wine Festival, you're actually coming to a festival that has come to identify us as a community. The essence of the Grape and Wine Festival is capturing that magic in a bottle. So they come and sip and savor the park. They're able to drink the wine and think about really the terroir of who we are, because every bottle is a representation of us as a city, us as a region, us as a community. And then when the culmination of this grand parade where thousands of people come together, it really is the community. It's a homecoming of sorts. It's a 68 years of homecoming.
That's great.
Did you know all that?
I knew that it was a big deal, but I didn't know it was that big of a deal.
This sounds amazing. We just started.
It is amazing.
Welcome to CorkScrewedTV, to the 2019 Grape and Wine Grand Parade!
As president of Brock University, it's outstanding to be able to support an incredible community event. It's not only celebrating the grape industry, agriculture, the wine industry, it's actually celebrating all of Niagara and in fact celebrating Canada. We all come together to celebrate such an incredible mosaic we call Canada, and Brock University is so proud to be a part of it.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, not bad. There you go.
This is amazing. You guys have one of the biggest floats here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a sea of red.
I can tell you, it's a sea of red. We're all out in our red jerseys. It makes for the incredible color, the vitality of this festival. We are so happy to be a part of this year in, year out. At Brock University, we have incredible researchers and staff and faculty and students that come from right across Canada. And it's because of this kind of community engagement that we have at the university.
Without COVI, we would be lost. We would have no idea what we were doing.
They attract researchers from right across the globe, coming here in Niagara to do leading edge research, contributing to agricultural competitiveness here in Niagara, here in Canada, and right across the country as well.
Can't believe how integrated you are with so many different things in the community.
We were actually started by the interest in the expression of the community to have a university in the Niagara region, and as a result we owe our history to the community, and it's our way of honoring that history.
So the people wanted a school,
and here we are.
Do you know how many bottles were in the COVI wine cellar? 44,000!
Wow!
Well, since we last spoke in August, temperature certainly has changed. We did have the second part of summer was very nice. We had a good summer. It helped a lot to catch up. Our grapes are almost, I would say, at the average quality, average yield. We had a couple nights last week where the temperature went down to +2, which meant we didn't have a frost. And as you can see, all the leaves are still here, which is great. It helps the grapevine to mature and get ready for the grapes to fully ripen and the grapevine to get ready for winter. Well, when we pick up Cabernet Franc, we use what we call the clean tech on our machine that separates the berries from the petioles, from the leaves. So what we end up with is just juice and berries. And as you can see, the machine just passed here, and this is the perfect job. You can't even tell, well, you can tell because there are no grapes left, but there's absolutely no damage to the wood or to the trunk or the plant. It's amazing how technology over the last 40 years developed and made it possible that we can pick grapes like we pick today.
Mr. Stayzer,
Welcome.
how are you?
Welcome to the Meridian Grand Parade.
This is amazing,
Wow.
the Meridian Grand Parade, and you're officially a blue hair. You really take this seriously.
This was for a good cause. It was for charity. My team said, you know, if we raise a certain amount of money, will you dye your hair? And I said, absolutely. So
enshrined into the community. Tell us about how Meridian's enshrined into what we're seeing here.
Yeah, you're everywhere we look.
and that's by design. And you know, if you look back at our history, so we were formed in this community by farmers, actually.
Oh, really?
And farmers that were trying to get to their farms and equipment financed and couldn't get the financing they needed from banks. So they went out and did it themselves. They formed a cooperative, hence a credit union. And that's where one of our originating credit unions was born, in Niagara Credit Union.
Really?
Yeah, that's how we started. So it makes sense as a co-op and as a credit union that we are enshrined in the community. The reason we're enshrined in the community, though, is because of our people. So we have amazing people, and you'll see them in a minute as they come walking up through the parade.
Oh, yeah.
But our people are everywhere. It's part of our DNA and culture that if we're going to be in the communities that we operate in, then we're going to help to make them better communities.
Yeah, because we see, well, downtown,
Yeah.
I mean, now St. Catharines has the Meridian Center, which is the hot spot for everything cool that happens here is in your house.
Absolutely.
That was an amazing decision. And then the Meridian Grand Parade.
Meridian Grand Parade.
It's grape and wine, and you just told us you could argue that grape and wine wouldn't really exist without the grape farmers and the farmers.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. So back to, you know, we were started by farmers, and so it's a natural extension that if we're going to help build stronger communities where we operate in Niagara, we're going to be involved in grape growing. So we have a very strong partnership with the Ontario Grape Growers. We were there when a number of the wineries were just getting their start, so we were partnering with them on the financial side, of course, as well as hospitality. I mean, when you look at Niagara, where are the big industries? Hospitality, wineries, food.
well, that's the other thing. The wine industry is so connected to agriculture, to tourism, hospitality, and the parade is coming.
And we're coming. Well, I'm a local guy. I'm a local Niagara guy, born and raised. Grandpa had a dairy farm. I spent one summer in the haymow, knew that these were not farmer hens. These were banker hens. These were banker hens. I have to go do my part, though. I have to go do my part, right? For you, put in the donation.
So Meridian Credit Union was there at the beginning when the hard work was happening, and you're here for the celebration.
We are here for the celebration.
Fill the
There you
bag.
go. There's Phil. Look, see Phil.
Phil,
Part of it. There you
fill
go.
the bag.
Attaboy, Phil.
You don't ask anything.
I know. Attaboy, Phil. So we've been partners with the parade for a long, long time. We've been the title sponsor of the Meridian Grand Parade since 2014. When you talk about a community festival, a community event, it doesn't get much better than
I
this.
think
in downtown.
everybody from Niagara is here.
They are.
Look at So these are your folks. Grape King, I can't even believe it. The newly appointed. How does it feel? Your royalty.
It feels wonderful. We're having a great time. It's a perfect day.
Should we be waving like
Oh
this?
yeah, we all got to wave like this, and we're making sure everybody's drinking wine
Hey,
out there.
Carl!
Hey everyone, it's Ralph from CorkScrewed. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. I mean, we really, really appreciate it. We poured our heart and soul into these episodes, and we really hope that you're learning something and you're enjoying it. And we have one little favor to ask. If you'd be kind enough to subscribe and to like, we'd really appreciate it, and it would help us promote the show a little bit more. Having said that, let's get back to the episode. See ya.
Niagara Grape and Wine Fest. Tell us about it. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is the 68th year. This event started with the Grape Growers of Ontario and the city of St. Catharines just to celebrate harvest. And way back then, people didn't know much about the Niagara wine region, so they thought, let's throw a bit of a party.
They thought Italy, France, they didn't think that we could do it. They didn't think we could throw a party like this.
Exactly.
But we can.
I've been doing a little bit of research on it,
Yeah.
and I read in Forbes Magazine that this was ranked like the #1 wine festival in the nation.
It is. Actually, it was North America.
North America?
Yeah, for fall, so, but.
So to celebrate the harvest,
Yeah.
which is kind of a big deal in wine world, yeah, this is #1.
Well, it is Canada's oldest and largest wine festival. So by the number of visitors, by the amount of wine poured, it's the biggest we've got in the nation.
You're the festival director.
I am.
So you've been working with farmers, you've been working with scientists, you've been working with politicians, you've been working, like, what's it like, the community that you've built to put on this festival?
Oh, wait, first of all, I don't even feel like it's our festival. I cannot believe how much the community loves this festival. Starting with the parade that we had this morning, that
Yeah,
you guys
that was
were part
amazing.
of.
It was a little bit of
Yeah.
a parade, yeah.
A little bit.
That's the biggest parade I've ever seen.
So this is very much a community festival. People feel like invested in it. So I feel like we're more curating what everybody wants as opposed to doing too much on our own, but that's a great situation to be in for sure.
Okay.
So the Harvest Lounge has been a long-time favorite for lots of people. Last year we launched the Sommelier Lounge, and it's a place where reserve wines are served. So they're a little bit more expensive, but they're more expensive wines if you were going to buy them in a winery.
Okay, that's where serious wine drinkers go.
We know why they're more expensive, but
Yeah.
there's a little bit more of a process that goes into them.
Or a little bit more time,
Yes.
older
More
vines.
time, yes.
You guys are so smart now.
Thank you, Covey.
Last year on Parade Saturday, we had 27,000 people through the park
27,000.
in one day. Yeah. It's
That's like a
crazy,
football
right?
game.
I know.
If you're involved in wine, or you want to learn about wine, or you just want to celebrate everyone's hard work, come out
100%.
Come up to the festival.
Yeah, lots to
The
try.
ultimate wine road trip.
Yeah.
So what's the vision for the festival moving forward?
A lot more of this.
Yeah?
And our goal is to get recognized as one of the top wine festivals in the world within 5 years.
Well, you're, what, how many continents are there? You're an eighth of the way?
Yeah?
And you can't really even count Antarctica. Because they have
They
no
have a great
wine.
ice wine festival that's up and coming.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If you like wine and you've tried VQA wine,
Get to
this
St.
is
Catharines.
where you need to be.
100%.
This is a bucket list wine drinkers event.
Absolutely. Yep.
Enough said.
Enough said.
All right, we got to go out
We're
there and
gonna do that.
experience it for ourselves.
Awesome.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys. Have a good time.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks for having us.
No, my pleasure.
That was amazing. That was simultaneous laughing.
Oh, baby. Salud.
Salute. This cuts through the weather. This is nice. You don't even have to.
Gone. That's not awesome. I'm sorry, that's the worst break.
Wait. How was that fair?
All the meat came off. Cheers, my
Cheers.
man.
I can exactly let it go.
I did it. I did.
Because you're supposed to what? Ed from Flat Rock Cellar.
Oh my God, what are you guys doing here?
I remember this face.
Oh my God, come on. What are you guys doing down here?
Well, if you're into wine and Niagara wine, we were told this is the place you have to be.
This is the
We're
place to have to be.
celebrating.
This is one of the greatest places to drink wine with a whole bunch of people.
A whole bunch of people that love wine, apparently.
We're celebrating people like you that work hard, play hard, and you're a little bit passionate about Niagara wine.
Yeah, I like the play hard bit best. You know, but yeah, it's unbelievable what's happening down here.
We got music, we got food.
Well, that's what it is. Isn't that what wine is all about, right? Like, we all think about the snobby, pretentious stuff, and then you crank
This
it
is
out.
not.
The band's starting to crank up. You got tons of people. Even the weather's not great, and it's still stoking.
It's not slowing people down a bit. Well, good to see you, man.
Awesome. Great to see you.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
guys, for coming down.
Is everybody thirsty? Okay, we're gonna pour you some wine and enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're so glad you're here with us. Are there any questions so far about this wine, about the pairing, about, yes, Pat?
Jamie, can you speak to how unique this area is and why for grape growing?
One of the really neat things about this area is Lake Ontario is a very deep body of water. There's nowhere in the world that it gets cold enough to make ice wine, yet warm enough to produce varieties like Cabernet Sauvignon, Shiraz, Merlot, and a lot of very sensitive, winter-sensitive varieties.
This is great.
We're
You
not
had a
gonna-
busy day.
Very busy day. It was fantastic. We had some amazing winemakers here talking all about their wine and what they're so passionate about.
How many seminars?
We did three this weekend, 3 last weekend. It's fantastic. Wine paired with cheese.
Wine, yes. We had the cheese. It was
Cheese
delicious.
So good.
I know you like the cheese.
I loved it. That's awesome. So you guys are educating wineries, and now you're educating the wine drinkers. You're educating cheese eaters. You're educating food eaters. You're educating anybody who wants to pair food and wine. This is fantastic.
And as you know, there's something so special about sitting down with the winemaker and sitting down
I
and
know.
talking about
And
You
Jamie,
got to see Jamie from our
I know.
episode. That was so cool.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel like I know something about wine.
I think you do.
I wouldn't
think
go
I
that
do.
far.
I almost didn't. I didn't mean for that to happen. It just happened.
Okay, well.
I don't know what to say.
Happy
No, but it's
coincidence.
fantastic. It was great.
Okay, so,
And
you said you're starting to feel like you know a lot about wine. Have
Yeah.
you experienced my wine life yet?
Your wine life? I'm experiencing my wine life.
You are.
What's your
Be
wine life?
My wine life.
I don't
Be
have
my
a
wine life.
Wine festival. Okay,
What is it?
come on, I'll show you all of it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Is there going to be cheese here or?
All right. Look around.
I don't get it. What's the big deal?
Oh, it's delightful on the palate. Okay, Britt. So when you said my wine life, you weren't kidding. This is your wine
This
life.
is my wine.
Sitting on a swing.
Sitting on a swing.
We're pushing.
Yeah, look at the walls. These are all the different colors of wine.
This is great. I mean, this is great for you.
Yeah. Glass of wine
So
on
what's?
the swing.
So we smell these things, and they're supposed
Yeah.
to smell like wine.
Yes. Okay, so what is your favorite, what's your favorite wine?
I actually love Chardonnay.
You love Chardonnay?
And this is Chardonnay.
Which one do you have there?
Chardonnay.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Okay, so on the Chardonnay shelf, those are
I'll just
all
put
of the
this-
aromas that CCOVI has put together that are made up, that Chardonnay is made up of.
So this is one of the elemental
this is one.
smells
So
that
you have
is in
vanilla,
Chardonnay.
yes, yes. We also have
Ooh.
pear, butter.
This is really good. So who came up with this idea? It's fantastic.
This is something that the festival asked us to do, given our focus on education. And this is such a great component for people to really drill down to experience wine with every sense. So you're in this pod here, you
Yeah.
experience your sight, you see all of the colors here, and then the smells, the aromas of wine.
And you get two big guys to push on a swing.
Exactly. Like
That's, that sounds like a great experience.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
cheers.
Cheers.
hang on.
Great experiential.
Cheers. Cheers to your wine life.
Yes,
Yeah.
my wine life.
Hashtag your
My
wine life.
life.
So what do we have here?
It's happening.
Pork sliders. 2 pulled pork sliders. We need some gamay. We need gamay in our life.
Cheers.
Hey. Thank you. We will.
Oh.
No soy sauce.
I'm a saucy guy, so I gotta take your word for it.
Check it out. Ready?
Oh.
This is what we call food for the soul.
This is, and then some. It's full circle. Everything.
Oh my God! Ooh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, no! I'm overwhelmed.
How does this happen? It's like going to 20 wineries in one day.
In St. Catharines, a parade, food,
A rock concert.
music.
This is amazing. I think I know why Forbes called this the #1 festival in North America.
It's definitely the #1 festival in our hearts.
This was an amazing day. Cheers to grape and wine.
Grape and wine, let's keep it going.
Grape and wine. Cheers.
Hi, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our YouTube channel or right down here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and we will see you at the next episode.